Well, hello, friends. It is Tim Bott, your guy in the Toronto Tool Library, and I'm answering your questions that you've sent in to support@torontotoolllibrary.com. Now, for this one, I'm just going to consolidate together a whole bunch of questions that we've gotten all at once, and it basically can be summed up as what's happening with the lockdown. So, that is a very good question, and it's kind of a good news, bad news situation that I have to share. So the good news is that the tool library is still functional for lending. We did a ton of work during the last lockdown when we kind of got caught unprepared by this whole pandemic situation. The measures that we've taken are allowing us to continue operating without missing a beat this time around. And then the other thing that you need to know about, guys, if you make your way to this entrance, is that right here is the bell, and it's clearly marked with the tool library. So you basically need to just tap that green button there, and that is going to let us know that you are outside, because basically the doorways are not open to the general public. Right? When you return your tools, we're going to get you to return them to a specific area where they're going to go into quarantine for 3 days. And I'm happy to say we're able to keep that going pretty much without changes through this current lockdown, which we know right now is going to be at least 28 days. So thank goodness we've got our measures in place. The only change as far as the tool library goes is that we will be closing at 8 p.m. Instead of our regular 10 p.m. that we've been doing, and we really hope that doesn't inconvenience anyone. But it's also about making sure that the folks that are helping in the tool library are able to, keep their safety measures in place as well. Now, as far as the makerspace goes, the bad news there is that the makerspace has to suspend operations. We are not considered to be an essential service, and basically everything that's not an essential service is being asked to shut down right now. We are no exception to this. Now, we will be back, and what we have determined is that with the changes we've made in the makerspace, the redesign, putting up the safety shielding, putting our check-in system in place and our contact tracing, we're able to operate the makerspace right up to the point of what is currently being called Code Red by the province. They've gone to like a color coding system. But when it passes over into Code Gray, this is when the makerspace is no longer allowed to operate. So for the time being, we have paused all the memberships in the makerspace, and we are so sorry for the inconvenience that this may be causing to anyone. It's kind of outside of our control on this one, but you better believe that as soon as we go back down to a Code Red, we're going to be back open again, and we will be happy to have everyone back in the space. Just before this latest change, we were actually able to get our classes starting to function again in a brand new format, and that was very, very encouraging. So we're just gonna, we're gonna pick up where we left off as soon as we are able to. So that is the update for the moment. And again, if you have any questions, really, honestly, the best way to get those questions answered is to send an email to support@torontotoolllibrary.com, and we'll get to them as quick as we possibly can. Thanks, everyone. We appreciate your patience, and we hope that you're all staying safe. Take care.